we want to match each graph to the correct function based upon the graph of f of x equals e to the power of x, which is graphed in black and highlighted here in yellow. Because the four other graphs are shifts up, down, left, or right from the basic function, we can write each of the functions here on the right in this form here in terms of f of x. But we do have to remember that the value of c determines if the graph is shifted left or right. If c is positive, the graph is shifted left. If c is negative, the graph is shifted right. And the value of d determines whether the graph is shifted up or down. And if d is positive, the graph is shifted up. If d is negative, the graph is shifted down. So we're going to write each of these in terms of f of x, where f of x is equal to e to the power of x. Looking at our first function, notice how we have e raised to the power of x plus 2, which means the input into f would have to be the quantity x plus 2. So we can write this as y equals f of the quantity x plus 2. So in this form, we should be able to recognize that c would be positive 2, and when c is positive 2, the graph would be shifted left 2 units. Remember, the horizontal shift is in the opposite direction that you might think. C is positive, the graph is shifted left. So looking at our graphs, notice that the blue graph is 2 units left of the black graph. Therefore, this first equation would produce graph A. Next we have y equals e to the x plus 2. Notice how now the plus 2 is not in the exponent position. So we can write this as y equals e to the x is f of x, and then plus 2. So because this plus 2 on the end, we need to recognize that d is positive 2. And if d is positive 2, the graph is shifted up 2 units. So going back to our graphs, notice how the red graph, or graph B, has been shifted 2 units up from the black graph. So this would produce graph B. In our next equation, notice how the exponent is x minus 2, so we can write this as y equals f of x minus 2, which means in this case, c is going to be negative 2. So if c is negative 2, the graph will be shifted right 2 units. Looking at our graphs, notice how the purple graph, or graph D, is 2 units right of the black graph. So this would produce graph D. And then for our last example, we can write y as y equals f of x minus 2. Therefore, D is negative 2, which means the graph would be shifted down 2 units, which would give us the green graph, or graph C. Okay, I hope you found this helpful.